Muc-Off has used some of the technology from its tubeless range to create the no puncture inner tube sealant. The sealant I made a video about, just over a year ago now. I'll put a link in the description below if you've not seen it. A few of you have been in touch to ask, well, how did I get on basically with it since I fitted it? So stay tuned to find out. So it's over 12 months later. The gunk doesn't seem to have dried out. Installation, as you've probably seen from the video, was easy. If you're not a Brompton rider, the tube is too big for Presta valves. But I think over the winter it was nice to have a bit of reassurance that, you know, you're not going to be having to find yourself somewhere out in the middle of nowhere on a wet, cold, dark country lane swapping over an inner tube with gloves on. Muc-Off say once installed it's going to last you the life of the tube, what is the life of a tube? But as far as I can tell, it's still sloshing around in there. Performance wise, it's worth mentioning that my tubes are fitted in marathon racers, which Schwalbe rates 4 out of 7 on their puncture resistance scale, so they're already fairly puncture resistant, and this is a backup or a belt and braces thing. Muc-Off says that their gunge can seal a hole up to 4 millimeters in diameter. Whilst I've not tested that, I have recently followed a farmer who was cutting a long blackthorn hedge with one of those tractor fitted hedge cutter blade things that sends debris far and wide, and I was honestly dreading following that tractor, but nothing stopped me. I pulled a few thorns out when I got back to the car, but I didn't lose any pressure whilst I was riding, and I didn't have to add any air afterwards. So I'd say I'm quite happy with that kind of performance. At £9.99 for 300 millimeters, which will do quite a few Brompton tyres anyway, it's about the same price as Muc-Off's tubeless offering, and much cheaper than those inflator cans that you can buy. Quite a few manufacturers make those. Well-Type make one. I think they're about £9 a can, and a lot less faff than Slime, which needs replacing annually as it sort of sets. So all in all, I have to say I'm very happy with it. Over years gone by, I've had no punctures. I appreciate that it's not in the least scientific. I might have ridden just as well with standard tubes and had the same kind of results, especially with, if you fitted a Marathon Plus. But I'd personally rather take no risks. I remember one wet Audax ride when I had 4 punctured tyres in that one ride, and I had to resort to fitting patches, and it's a faff. I'd rather not do all that again. You end up filthy and demoralised. So that's my summary of a year's riding with Muc-Off inner tube sealant. I would say 2 thumbs up. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.